What is going on, guys? Wrestlmania. Welcome back to another video here today, and today we are going to be talking about Wrestlemania 32 results and stuff like that. Overall, I think it was a pretty good pay-per-view, but that's just my opinion. There was a lot of people that were kind of mad at it. Well, not really a lot, but it's fine. There was some. My voice cracked though. I read some reviews on it. I thought it was pretty good. But alright, let's get into the results. First match, I'm just going by the pre-show. The Total Divas beat Team Bad and Blonde. I'm not even gonna say anything about that because that match bored me to death. And then we had Kalisto and Ryback fight for the United States Championship, and I didn't really watch this match because I was busy, but I saw it on the highlights at the very end of Wrestlemania, and it looked like Kalisto hit a Selena del Sol and then like pinned him, and then he retained the United States Championship. So that's cool. I like Kalisto, but I was hoping for Ryback to win. And I noticed that in my predictions video, I didn't make that prediction. I forgot about that match, so I'm sorry about that. I was rooting for Ryback, but Kalisto is pretty cool. I like Kalisto. He's pretty cool. And then the next match was the Usos versus the Dudleys. This was a pretty short match. We got the Usos picking up a win over the Dudleys, and after in the middle of the match, Bubba Ray, I forgot his name, Bubba Ray was like slapping one of the Usos and was like, just like your father. It's like just repeating it over and over and over. I think he was making fun of Rikishi, but that's fine. But after the match, after the Usos picked up the win, the Dudleys attacked them from behind and then got a table from the outside of the ring. And they were looking to put the Usos through it, but Usos both did a double super kick to both of them. And then they got two of the tables and they put both the Dudley boys on it. And then in two different corners, the Usos both jumped and did a splash through the table, and that was pretty awesome. And the Usos won and then put them through the table, which I thought was pretty cool. Now we got the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. This was a pretty good match. I loved this match, and it had a really surprising finish. We had Kevin Owens defend his Intercontinental Championship against Sami Zayn, Miz, Stardust, Dolph Ziggler, Sin Cara, and Zack Ryder, who ended up winning it. Like the Miz, like he knocked someone off, and then he was like looking all cocky. He was like looking all around the fans. He had this smile on his face, like an evil smile. He was like, "I'm about to win the Intercontinental Champion." Then from behind, Zack Ryder just crawls up and just like shoves him off the ladder, and Zack Ryder takes the Intercontinental Championship. And he had his dad in there celebrating with him. That was pretty cool for Zack Ryder. He hasn't won a championship in like 5 years, so good for you, Ryder. Then in our next match, we had, what was after that?
Many insiders are predicting this for Roman Reigns. What's your take, King?
Oh, AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. This was a pretty good match. Chris Jericho got knocked out of the ring a couple times. Just like walking around the outside, kicking the steps, slapping the announce table. But I actually picked AJ Styles to win, and Chris Jericho ended up winning, which is weird. Well, now they're tied, which means they have to have another match at some point, or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. That's what they usually do when the people get tied. But AJ Styles was going for his forearm, and Chris Jericho got up really fast and then hit the code breaker mid-air on Styles, and then he got the 1-2-3, and that was all over. And I got that prediction wrong. just like the Kalisto thing wrong, and I got the ladder match wrong, which sucks. I'm bad at telling who's gonna win. Then after that match, we had the League of Nations versus the New Day, and I got this match right. I said because it was non-title, the League of Nations were definitely gonna win, and they came out from a giant box of booty hose, and they had Dragon Ball Z costumes on. That was so entertaining. And then they were like cutting promos about being the champions and stuff. But it ended with Sheamus hitting a bro kick on Xavier Woods, and then the League of Nations were all like, "Oh yeah, we're the baddest team out there." And then Shawn Michaels came out. He looked pretty good. He looked like WrestleMania 26. He looked like he was actually going to wrestle. And then Mick Foley came out. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin came out. And then they came to the ring and they beat up all the League of Nations. Then they celebrated with some beer. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin, Stone Cold stunned Xavier Woods, which was pretty funny. Then, after that match, we had Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar, street fight. And I got this one wrong. Brock Lesnar ended up winning. In my opinion, this match was way too short. They didn't use that many weapons. They just used like 2 kendo sticks and then chairs. Like I expected, he went for the barbed wire bat or whatever it was. He swinged at Lesnar, but Lesnar countered and F5'd him on a bunch of chairs, and he got the win. That match really disappointed me. That was the match I looked forward to the most. Well, the second most. But yeah, Brock Lesnar picking up a win. Brock Lesnar dominated the whole match, which kind of sucked, but I like Dean Ambrose, but I got that one wrong. And then the next match was a triple threat match for the Women's Championship. Almost said Divas, but they have a brand new championship, which looks like a combined of the WWE Championship and the Intercontinental Championship, which is pretty cool in my opinion, but it's pink. And we had Charlotte going up against Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. This match was a pretty good match. I got bored just a tiny bit watching it, but Charlotte got Becky Lynch into the figure 8, and then Sasha was outside the ring, and she went to go back in, but her dad grabbed her leg, and Sasha's leg, and Sasha couldn't get back in the ring, so Charlotte and then Becky tapped out, and then Charlotte became the new women's champion, and Lita gave it to her, which was, I really didn't want her to win. I don't really like Charlotte that much anymore. I used to like her, a lot. Alright, now, onto the Battle Royal. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Onto the Battle Royal, we had a bunch of people. We had an NXT superstar win this match. We had Baron Corbin from NXT win this match, last eliminating the person I picked to win, Kane, which was pretty surprising. The Battle Royal was pretty good. Well, it was okay, I guess. And now on to Shane McMahon versus Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. This match was awesome. We had Shane McMahon go all the way to the top of the cage and jump off the cage. But Undertaker got out of the way, and he went through the table, and Shane was cutting the things off of the barb, the thing that keeps the cage up, and then Undertaker just rammed him through it, and the whole side of the cage just came off. That was pretty awesome. Undertaker ended up getting the win after Shane McMahon came down off the announce table. And then the final match of the night, we had Triple H going up against Roman Reigns. Triple H had another awesome thing. He had Stephanie McMahon up there talking nonsense, and this match was pretty awesome. Started off really slow, but then it picked up. When the referee wasn't looking, Triple H low-blowed Roman Reigns twice. And then we got Roman Reigns accidentally spearing Stephanie. But Roman Reigns hit the spear, and then 1, 2, 3. And Roman Reigns became your brand new WWE Champion, as mostly everyone predicted, because why would they not? They're shoving him down our throats. But Hope you guys liked this video. Let me think, rate, comment, subscribe. I'm Monkey, and let me guys know what you thought of WrestleMania.